Everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, so the products that I use you can purchase at my website, which is at the top of the screen, and it's also linked below. I apologize for my voice. I've been sick since Friday, so that is why I didn't do it again on Monday, but now I'm here today, so I'm sorry about how I sound, though. I just wanted to say that the new joining bonus for when the new catalog comes up is your regular $125 worth of product for $99, but you're also getting $68, I believe, of in-color products also for free. Not for free, well, included in that offer. Alrighty, so if you were thinking about joining my team, it's a great time. You get a little bit of extra ink pads, paper, cardstock, things like that. And my host code for April is right here. It is MSMYA3GB. So if you place an order that is under $150, put in this host code, and it makes me able to pool a lot of orders that are under $150, and I can give you little bits of embellishments and such as that, and I will mail to you as a thank you. Alrighty, but if your order is over $150, you want not to put the code so you can get Stampin' Rewards. Okay? Alright, so today I made a butterfly using the wings and part of the body from the Ladybug Builder Punch. I used 2 wing pieces, and I cut out a body and then just cut it again so it's a little piece for the butterfly body. I also used the new paper that is T-Boutique Designer Series paper. That is a 6x6 for the background and the DSP here. For the wings, I used the in-color DSP for 2022 to 2024. Alrighty, what we need for this box. Oh, and the box, it has like a dome top kind of on it. And inside, you could fit a lot more than this, but the box actually from the top is 4. This size here is 3. So it's what you can put in it is actually 3 by 3 by 1.5. Inside I put one of these little wind-up bugs that I got from the Target in the party section. It just kind of goes and flaps its pretty butterfly wings. But there's a lot more. You can put treats or other gifts in here also. I used a piece of Tahitian tied cardstock that is 9.5 by 6.5. A piece of basic black cardstock. I used the layering circle dies to cut out a piece of Parakeet Party. And this one is about 2.25. And then I used the Stylish Shapes dies to cut out a stitched circle, and this one is 2 1/8. Okay. I also, out of the Stylish Shapes dies, I cut a piece of Parakeet Party, and this is the smallest label from that. Okay, we need this piece of the Tahitian tied in color DSP. Oh no, this isn't. I'm sorry. This is the Tea Party DSP, T-Boutique. And that's what I use for the wings, and this is Tahitian tied on there. And then this is from the Tea Party also, and we need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. All right, so that's everything we need. Okay, I'm going to get my Simply Scored. Okay, and we're going to start first on the 9.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1.5, 4.5, 6, and 9. And then we're going to turn it to the 6.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1.5 and at 4.5. Okay, then I'm just going to fold and burnish. Okay, this is what it looks like now. We have the skinniest rectangle on the right hand side, and there is a 1.5 inch strip on the bottom, and this is what we're going to do. Okay, all right, so we're going to start on the left hand side, and there's a square. We're going to cut the square up to the first score line and then wedge each side of it. Go to the other side of this rectangle and cut the rectangle straight. Skip this square and cut the other side of this rectangle straight. And then wedge both sides of the square. Okay. Go to the other side of this rectangle. Cut the next score line to the first. And then wedge up a little bit into the skinny rectangle above it. And that's what the bottom looks like. All right, now we're going to turn it 180, and we're going to start again over on the left-hand side. We're going to get rid of this piece of the skinny rectangle up to the first score line and wedge the piece into the piece above it. We're going to cut the other side of this rectangle straight. Skip this rectangle and cut the side of that rectangle straight. This piece in the middle, you want to make sure that this kind of looks like a square. So I'm cutting about a ½ inch off. And then I'm going to wedge each side of that square. Go to the other side of this rectangle, cut it straight to the first score line. And then we're going to cut this down about a ½ inch off the bottom. Oops, I'm cutting all over the place here. And then wedge each side. Okay, then we're going to take a corner rounder and we're going to round the corners on all 4 parts of these larger rectangles at the top. Okay. So this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring, cutting, and rounding the corners. Okay, I forgot to mention we're changing it up into Tahitian Tide. This one was Parakeet Party. Okay, now we're going to put tear and tape on what's left of the skinny rectangle close to the score line. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool to take the backing off. I'm going to flip it and then flip the other side to meet it. Okay, now this is the back of your box where the seam is. Okay, so it's right here. We're going to put the sides in and the back, and then this is where we want to put our tear and tape again. It's wide, so I'll put 2 pieces. Okay, just going to put that together just like that. Okay, so then we're going to put a little treat inside. What I want you to do is take your bone folder, and we're going to just be working on these 2 bigger pieces. And I want you to curl it a little bit. It doesn't have to be curled a lot, but we want to curl each side a little bit so that it makes it a little bit easier for us to curl it into this. Okay? I'm going to start on this side, and I'm just going to pull it and curve it a little, and then go up to the other side and pull it and curl it. Okay. Now, make sure you have your front and back right. That's the back. That one's going to be underneath. I'm going to overlap them about 3/4 of an inch. See how this starts right here, and the other one is right there. I'm going to hold it tight. I'm going to take a hole punch. And I'm going to punch 2 holes, well, a hole through both of them. Make sure you hold it tight so the next set will be in the right spot. Okay? All right. Then I'm going to get my glittered organdy ribbon. And you can do this last. You don't have to do it even if you don't know what you're going to put in it. What we're going to do is we're going to find the back. Okay, this is the back here. What we want to do is put it through the front, down through the front first. Okay, and then down through the back. and then up through the back and up through the top. And this is how we're going to tie it. It's a little unruly at first, but then it calms down. Alright, so then I'm just going to tie a bow. And pull it so that you see everything is together in regard to the two holes. And there we go. Alright, and then I'm just going to trim the other side. Maybe a little off this one. Okay, so that's done. And now we're going to bring in our pieces of DSP. We need the two pieces that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 for the front and the back, and two pieces that are 1 1/4 by 2 3/4 for the two sides. Okay, and I'm going to use liquid glue. Okay, and that's the DSP. Alright, now we're going to work on our actual embellishments. Okay, so first we need this piece of Tahitian tied polka dots, and this is from the Tea Boutique. And I'm going to cut using the Ladybug Builder Punch. I'm going to cut 2 wings. Then I'm going to cut a ladybug body. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just looking to get this shape here, the sliver for the body. Okay, so you could also do this with a circle if you have a scrap circle. I'm just going to put it in the circle in the side and just pop out that piece, which is the body now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place the wings first. Decide where about you like them. And we're going to use mini dimensionals. So I'm going to put a mini dimensional on each wing, right about there. Okay, and I'm just going to take the backings off. Okay, and a little bit of liquid glue towards the inside edge here on each one. Okay, and then well, it doesn't matter, just put your wings where you think you want them. I'm going to aim for the body being right about in the middle. You can leave them off a little bit. They don't have to be touching. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, oops, on the back of the body. And I'm just going to stick it right down on top and hold it. Okay, that's most of our butterfly right there. And then all I do for the antennae for 2 is I'm using a basic black Stampin' Up marker, and I'm just gonna put 2 lines and a little dot coming right from the tip there. Alright, and that's how I make a butterfly from the Ladybug Builder Punch. Okay, then I'm just going to glue the 2 1/8 stitched circle from the Stylish Shape dies onto the 2 1/4 inch Parakeet Party scallop circle from Layering Circle dies. And then I'm just going to use regular dimensionals to put it on the top of the front of the box. And I want the butterfly kind of tilted to the left. Good. Okay, and then we're going to bring in the Hello Ladybug stamp set for the Hello. Okay, and I'm going to take, this is the Stylish Shapes tag. And it is this one right here. It's the smallest of these. And I'm going to use some Tuxedo Black Ink. And I'm just going to stamp Hello. But you could use any sentiment you want on this. Alright. And then I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the underneath the H in Hello. I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue on this side. And then I'm just going to put it right here on the bottom. Okay. And now for the final touches, I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on the body. To make it not look so flat. Okay. And then we're going to put some iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. And I'm going to use the other side of my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put two of the small ones on either side of the Hello. There we go. And I'm going to put one of these large, medium size, I guess, on the wing. And then up on the top, I'm going to put a medium size right there. And a small size up diagonally from that. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, my email is below. The new catalog goes live on May 4th. That's the host code for April. If you're spending less than $150, I will put all the orders together and as in a host code, and I will be able to send you each an embellishment, anyone who orders. Alrighty, thank you so much. The measurements are on my blog, and it's linked below, and I will see you next time. Hopefully my voice will be better. Bye.